Huey Newton got into it with a cop. What I've read is that the cop called him some very derogatory terms and stuff like that.
Talking about that Huey Newton was shot?
Yes.
And police got killed?
Yes.
Well, that's what happened is that myself and another Panther had been traveling with Huey Newton for 3 weeks, organizing. And it just so happened I worked at the YMCA in San Francisco still. And the other person was so tired that he told Huey that he gonna have to take a break. So we got another Panther to travel with him that evening. The police that got shot was named Fry.
Yeah, that's
He was notoriously known to be a bad actor in the community. He was one of the first bad nippers that Huey and Bobby had wanted me to put on the pig drum.
Oh.
That we were going to show who were intimidating and harassing people in the community.
Was he from the South, the cop?
Most of them were.
Yeah.
That was what I wanted to ask you about.
They were imported from the South into the police department in the North.
Were they people who had been living in California but their families were from the South, or they were brought from the South directly to California?
I could talk a minute. I spoke to one of the, actually, he was a member of the police department when there was only 14 blacks on the Oakland Police Department out of like 500 people. And actually, at that time, he was in the April 6th shootout that involved Bobby Head. You know, he had went there, fired his gun, and so forth. But at that time, they were recruiting officers from the South.
From the South.
From Mississippi, Texas, Georgia, Tennessee. And the thing about Oakland Police Department at that time, they were recruiting veterans. If you had been to Vietnam and fired your weapon, then you could come and be an Oakland Police Department. Yes. And at the time where I interviewed this guy, there was only 14 blacks in the whole police department. Until 1968, what happened on April 4th, 1968, Martin Luther King got killed.
Right.
April 6th, little Bobby Hutton got killed. And when Martin Luther King got killed, 125 cities went up in flames.
Right.
So they had a big commission called the Karen Commission, one of the commissions, and the end result of their finding was you had to hire more black police officers in the inner city. So from April 1968 to September 1968, Oakland hired 40 new black police officers. And what happened was when Huey got convicted of manslaughter on my birthday, September 8th, the police disliked that. They thought he should be tried on murder trial and went and shot up our office on 45th and Grove Street, right? And what happened was the black officers who were recruited from Tennessee and Florida stood against that because what the Police Benevolent League wanted to do was to use union funds to bail these guys out because they were suspended from their jobs and stuff. The black police officers in Oakland rebelled against that because they thought it was racist. They started something now called the Black Police Officers Association in Oakland, where there's over 350 members. But I bet today none of them know how their organization even started. It started around racism, around the Black Panther Party. And most of the people, the white people they hired, came directly from the South. They were stone hard racist.
Oh my God, that's frightening.
I mean, one of the things we should talk about, a lot of people don't know, is that when you talk about it, we said there need to be more black police officers. But we said that the police officers who they hired should live in the community where they patrol.
Right.
People know who they are, stepping up to deal with them.
And they weren't living, like the books that I've read and the research I've done says that the people on the OPD at the time were not even living in Oakland, right? They were living in Tracy.
It's not even a requirement for them to do that today.
Stockton.
You know?
Yeah.
So the Black Panther Party initiated a petition called Community Control of Police. And one of the elements of that petition was the police live in the community, that the police set up substations in various communities, you know. But I was thinking outside the box. That was too advanced thinking for them. But today, I don't know one major city that don't have substations in different parts of the city.
But you don't function with it.
But you know, Brother Emory is so correct in saying that there's all kind of areas that we can deal with and change our communities, you know. Even if it's something like one-on-one mentoring. You know, I speak at a lot of colleges, and the students always ask me this. I said, you don't necessarily have to wait on an organization. You know, you can start it yourself. You all are students. You all are supposed to be smart. Mentor somebody. You know, if you have skills, carpentry, sewing, whatever, mentor somebody. Teach somebody a vocational skill or an art skill. You know, I mean, that makes that can lift someone's self-esteem. If you know something about agriculture, start some kind of urban garden and all these empty lots that you see.
Yeah.
You know, if you have some kind of knowledge of medicine, teach somebody about herbs and all of this. This is the way it starts. It starts family by family, neighborhood by neighborhood, and before you know it, you got another Black Panther Party.